Now on 767 News, CSME into the classroom workshop to better position CARICOM students to play their part. Miss Teen Dominica officially launched, and organizers of the Princess Show appeals for more sponsors to come on board. In sports, Under-20 Cricket Championship bowls off. Welcome everyone, I'm Alicia George and you're tuned in to 767 News, Dominica's #1 news source. Stay tuned for the latest news and developments when 767 News returns.
I know it is confusing out there with so many prices and so many stores, and you are trying to figure out how to do the maths on savings. Well, don't worry, we will do the maths for you. It is our business to deliver the best product at the best prices. So when you shop at Astafans, you don't need to do the maths, we have done it for you. And best of all, take the savings and use it to pay for something else, helping you save money. That's our business.
We're having a huge tax sale at Quartz, which means you can get great deals and save up to 60% off selected items across the store. Sale starts January 17th. Shop with cash or use ready finance with nothing down and nothing to pay for 30 days. Save big with up to 60% off at the Quartz January tax sale while stocks last. Only at Quartz, bringing value home.
Not long ago, I planted a crop of bananas. Then suddenly they started dying one after the other. So I checked the books and they didn't tell me much. So I went on the internet and did a search. One of the websites told me that black cigarette disease could be the problem. It said cut the affected trees and use spraying methods periodically on the farm. As a banana farmer, I got excited about the internet. Information is powerful, but it's how we use it that defines us. I was definitely saved by broadband.
Sign up for Digicel Play Superfast Broadband Internet Service.
Talk like you've never heard it before. The Tanya Green Show comes to your screen January 19th, 2015. Lifestyle, entertainment, arts, culture, and people. It's all on the Tanya Green Show. Join us every Monday as we sit, laugh, talk, explore, and discover. January 19th on 767 Local Channel 3 on Digicel Play TV. Welcome back. Teacher training is one of many initiatives that can help CARICOM nationals to better understand their role within the Caribbean community. It is against this background that the Ministry of Trade in Dominica and the CARICOM Secretariat have collaborated to organize the CSME into the classroom workshop for teachers across Dominica. 31 CXC and CCLC level teachers representing schools island-wide were present at the workshop on Friday, hoping to acquire skills in the design of interesting student-centered activities for more effective learning and teaching concepts relevant to the CARICOM Single Market and Economy CSME. The trained teachers are expected thereafter to be equipped to empower Dominican graduates to take notice of and fully exploit their rights and privileges as CARICOM nationals. The training falls under the Improving Information Flows project within the CSME, being spearheaded by the CARICOM Secretariat in collaboration with the Ministry of Trade in Dominica. The Information Flows project aims to increase the number and types of information channels promoting the CARICOM single market to CARICOM nationals. The Ministry of Education and Human Resource Development has lauded the effort by the Ministry of Trade and the CARICOM Secretariat, which it says is well aligned with the national goals for Dominica's school graduates. The CSME into the classroom workshop took place on Friday, 16th January at the Windsor Park Conference Facility. And Honorable Prime Minister Roosevelt Skerrit has made 2 public appearances to local institutions as 2015 starts off on a progressive note. On Wednesday, January 14th, the Prime Minister, along with government ministers, paid a visit to a small business unit-sponsored interior stitching workshop in Dubla, as well as a visit to Ross University in Picard, where works are progressing on a new 47,500 square foot student center. The Prime Minister was accompanied by Health Minister Dr. Kenneth Daru, Minister of Planning, Economic Development and Investment, Honorable Dr. Colin McIntyre, and the Financial Secretary Rosamond Edwards, who were given a tour of the institution's expansion project.
When completed, this front entry will become the primary pedestrian entrance for our students. This is our reception room. The breezeway you just walked through will be the main artery for ingress and egress for our pedestrian students. The space to my left is a large dining area, and the undeveloped space you see is the lease space for food vendors. The space beyond this entry contains rooms for group study, and there's quite a few of those. And then there's areas for open study. So there's a lot of, we try to give it a homey atmosphere so that they're comfortable in pursuing their studies.
Overseers of the project said they are building a U.S. campus in a world-class Caribbean environment. The expansion project, which was launched in May 2014, includes the construction of a student center estimated at over $2 million. The facility will house a library, study space, and other rooms for teaching and learning, and is anticipated to become the most prominent building on campus. Meanwhile, in Dubla, Prime Minister Honorable Roosevelt Skerrit and Honorable Catherine Daniel, Minister for Social Services, Family and Gender Affairs, attended a small business unit interior stitching and accessories workshop. 13 participants from the villages of Biosh, Corleho and Dubla took part in the workshop. The minister said she hopes this is the start of greater unity between the communities.
And I hope this augurs for the beginning of the unity that we preached during the election. Because oftentimes we see Corleho, Dubla and Biosh, we have a little divide line. And so I see this as a beginning to gel the three villages together so we can speak of one constituency, one love.
Preparations for major events during the Carnival season have already begun, with less than 4 weeks remaining until the climax of Carnival 2015. For Dinah Frampton, Senior Marketing and Communications Executive at Lime Dominica, the platinum sponsors of this year's Carnival, said the company will continue to invest in the culture of Dominica as part of its social responsibility.
Our island's culture as a company is very important to us, and we continue to invest in the growth and development of our island's culture. And therefore, we are on board this year as platinum sponsor of Carnival, headline sponsor of the Calypso competitions as organized by the Dominica Calypso Association. And we will, of course, be providing support to some of the other organizations like the Junior Monarch, the Miss Teen, and some of the other activities that take place during the Carnival season.
Band registration is now open, and persons can register for Swinging Stars or the Triple K Band to take part in the Carnival T-shirt band jump up on Carnival Monday. Also, the month of February will begin with a pageantry weekend where Carnival Queen, Mother and Teenage Pageant contestants will be crowned. Val Cuffey, Events Director of the Dominica Festivals Committee, DFC, encouraged Carnival patrons to come out and support all the contestants participating in the various pageants.
We begin our pageantry weekend on February 6th with the Miss Dominica pageant at the Carnival City. So that's where we'll be having the Queen. She's going to be reigning over the Carnival. So she'll be launched there, she'll be crowned there. Then on February 7th, we're having a Modest Queen show. So the Modest Queen show, representing that person will be crowned on the Saturday. Then on the Sunday, we have the Whitey Cobley Dance Theatre Company presenting the Teenage Pageant, and the Miss Teenage Pageant Dominica winner will be crowned. So the pageantry weekend for Carnival this year is February 6th, February 7th, and February 8th. So take notes, that's the pageant weekend, and go out there as a media and let everybody know that that's a weekend that you can really bring out your family, bring out your young ones, and really partake.
The official opening parade is on the 24th of January. The parade will move from the Dame Eugenia Charles Boulevard to the Portersville Savannah. The opening of Maho Carnival will follow on January 25th, followed by the Marigot Pre-Mass Fete on January 30th, the opening of St. Joseph Carnival on January 31st, and the opening of Portsmouth and Marigot Carnival is scheduled for February 1st.
Wednesday, February 4th, we have the Old Mass Festival. The 5th of February, we have the Pan celebration. On the 7th, the Granby will open in of Carnival, and there's the Global Experts After Party Fete in Granby. On the 8th of February, the Wet Fete is back.
Lagos Street Jam will take place on February 9th. Bacchanal or Carnival weekend will begin from February 13th with the Booyah Festival and continue on the 14th with Calypso Finals. Mini Carnival, Baudelaire and Kiddish Carnival is scheduled for the 15th and will take us right into Carnival Monday and Tuesday Street Jump Up. On Wednesday, February 18th, the Carnival celebration will be put to rest with the traditional Tiwe Vaval. This year's Carnival is being celebrated under the theme C'est la vie nous. And Drug Awareness Month's activities continued on Friday with a Drug Awareness Day exposition at the Public Library. Davina Jones, librarian at the Roseau Public Library, said this is the library's annual event for the observation of Drug Awareness Month.
That's a day where we invite schools, high school students as well as primary school students to come to the library to see the drugs, the illegal drugs that have been trafficked, around in the island, around the island, and also to talk to the policemen who are there with the drugs. So the policemen will explain to the students how the drugs are moved from one place to the other and what kind of drugs they have on display.
Jones said last year's Drug Awareness Day exposition, the library saw up to 700 students visiting to view the various exhibits. She attributed the high number of student visitors to their readiness to learn about various types of drugs, in addition to seeking relevant information.
It's an annual event and it's important, I think, because the students, Drug Awareness Month fairs, and some students, all they know is Drug Awareness Month. They don't get a chance to see, to talk to somebody or to have any discussion. So the library tried to bring that kind of information to them.
The library also hosted a primary school skills session for grade 4 students where they were educated on the rules of the library. Some of the exhibits included pictures of confiscated illegal drugs, including cocaine and marijuana, speedboats used in drug smuggling, and ingenious methods used for drug smuggling. 2 police officers also answered numerous questions from the students. Miss Teen and Princess Show contestants officially launched, and Digicel Play launches new talk show. More details of these and other stories when 767 News returns.
Astafans has mackerel fish in a variety of flavors and very low prices. Golden Prize mackerel in water, tomato sauce, or vegetable sauce is priced lower than other brands. Add Golden Prize mackerel to rice or provisions and enjoy a tasty full meal for the whole family. Add your favorite vegetables and meals will get even more delicious. Great price, delicious food in a variety of flavors with Golden Prize mackerel. Astafans, right place, right price.
Welcome to Court's Digital World, where we have the widest range of digital products from the world's best brands. Televisions, tablets, laptop computers, mobile phones, and much more. Connect, explore, engage.
This is the new DL750, made to fit your lifestyle, whatever shape it takes. The new KitKat OS means it's faster and easier to enjoy the apps you love, like Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube. With colored covers you can change to match your lifestyle. A 5-megapixel camera with an amazing flash to capture the moments that matter wherever you are. The new DL750, lighter, smarter, brighter. Digicel.
Talk like you've never heard it before. The Tanya Green Show comes to your screen January 19th, 2015. Lifestyle, entertainment, arts, culture, and people. It's all on the Tanya Green Show. Join us every Monday as we sit, laugh, talk, explore, and discover. January 19th on 767 Local Channel 3 on Digicel Play TV. Thanks for staying with us. The 7 young ladies who will vie for the title of Miss Teen Dominica will officially launch at the Arawak House of Culture on Thursday evening. The Miss Teen pageant is a staple in the Carnival calendar of activities, falling in line with the Princess Show, the Miss Dominica pageant, and the Mother's Queen Show. The highly anticipated event draws in crowds of school students from across Dominica, as well as adult patrons and carnival lovers. Raymond Henderson, artistic director of the Y2 Kubali Dance Theatre Company, who spoke at the official launch, said the pageant is about the promotion of youth talent and youth dreams.
It is a youth showcase of talents and skills It's a wonderful opportunity for the young people of Dominica to shine. It helps the young girls develop their speaking, modeling, and performing skills. And it also helps them to develop their sense of self-confidence and self-esteem.
Henderson said events like the teenage pageant support the visual and performing arts programs now being taught at schools. It provides a stepping stone for the girls to participate in bigger pageants, he said.
Some of our teen pageant contestants have gone on to the Carnival Queen Show and have in fact won the pageant, and of course several times. This just goes to show that when our youth gain experience from positive activities, they can go on to accomplish even greater things for themselves and for their country.
The artistic director added that the event should not just be considered as a competition, but as a celebration of the talents of the girls, while they focus on all what they have gained from the show. The 7 young ladies include Lucretia Wallace of the Portsmouth Secondary School, sponsored by Ross University School of Medicine; Kitwana Joseph of the Dominica Grammar School, sponsored by the Dominica Lottery Commission; Ambrosia John Baptist of the Castle Bruce Secondary School, sponsored by Cadrick; Stacey Thomas of the Goodwill Secondary School, sponsored by Phone Shack; Sanzara Banks of the Isaiah Thomas Secondary School, sponsored by Domlec; Ariel Paquette of Pierre Charles Secondary, sponsored by New India Insurance Company Limited; and Tonilia Eli of the Convent High School, sponsored by Bullseye Pharmacy. Shari Peter from the St. John's Academy is the reigning Miss Teen Dominica. She will crown the new pageant winner on Sunday, February 8th at Carnival City in Portersville. And 7 young ladies will on Sunday, February 1st, vie for the Carnival Princess 2015 pageant title, following what was deemed as a successful launch on Thursday by the Rotaract Club of Roseau. They are Akila Charles representing the Roseau Primary, Shay Joseph representing the Convent Preparatory, Nixia Matthew representing the Goodwill Primary, Kaylin Lestrade of the St. Martin Primary, Tatiana Massicot from the Castle Bruce Primary, Letine Julian of the St. Luke's Primary, and last but not least, Sari Paul representing the Roosevelt Douglas Primary. Immediate past president of the Rotaract Club of Roseau, Taisha Williams, said seeing that the young ladies offered themselves for the event, they can all be regarded as princesses.
We are all very proud of each and every one of you. Unfortunately, there's just one crown, so one girl is going to win. So you have to put your best foot forward, remaining being friends, and we do hope that something grows out of your friendship.
Reigning Carnival 2014 Princess Kitana Joseph offered some advice to the 7 contestants.
Remember, even if one will wear the crown, you are all princesses and winners. Dominican's Carnival is amazing, but it is up to we the people to celebrate in peace. So let's have a violent-free Mass Dominic 2015. Remember, c'est la vie.
The Carnival Princess Show will be held at the Harlem Plaza from 3 p.m. on Sunday, February 1st. The public is advised to attend in large numbers to support the young ladies. Meanwhile, organizers of the 2015 Carnival Princess Show, the Rotaract Club of Roseau, is appealing to the business community to come forward in sponsoring this year's event. Chairperson of the 2015 Carnival Princess Show Committee, Rotaractor Bianca Payne, made that plea during her speech at the official launching of the contestants on Thursday.
We, the Rotaract Club, are a non-profit organization, and as such, this show would not be possible without the helping hands of our generous sponsors. We are always and forever grateful for your contributions. Nonetheless, every year we are faced with the challenge of securing sponsors for the Carnival Princess Show. I would like to make an appeal to our corporate citizens to not shy away from investing in our young ones, for they are our future and tomorrow's leaders.
Payne said this year's show promises to be a memorable one.
They have and continue to work diligently, perfecting their craft. Meeting these beauties for the first time, they were withdrawn and shy. Practice after practice, they were challenged. They faced their fears. Their blossoming transformation is evident. They are confident. They are radiating. I can promise you, they will wow you on the 1st of February 2015. Such talented young beauties they all are.
She advised the contestants to continue embracing this unique privilege of participating in the pageant.
I would like to wish each and everyone a festive and non-violent Carnival 2015. Be safe as we all play mass. C'est la vie nous. In closing, you ought to be at the Carnival Princess Show, Sunday 1st February, 3 p.m. sharp at the Harlem Plaza. Come witness the 7 lovely beauties as they deliver an awe-dropping performance that will definitely blow you away. You will not regret this.
The contestants of the show are all confident and ready for the event. Has anyone noticed that Calypsonian Webster Webb Marie has not been performing at any Calypso events? Well, earlier in December of 2014, Marie told 767 News that he would not be taking part in this year's Calypso competition, but wanted to hold off on the announcement.
I don't want to say unfortunately, but this carnival I'm taking a break. But this is not to go out on the air yet. But it's for bigger plans.
However, being right in the high point of the Calypso season, Webster has announced that he has decided to step down this year so that he could focus on his Cadascalypso album. Marie was the winner of the first ever NCCU Cadascalypso competition in 2011. And more on the Calypso scene. 20 Calypsonians on Saturday received the nod to move on to the Calypso semi-finals following a competitive Calypso quarterfinals competition on Saturday. The event, which took place at the forecourt of the Winter Park Sports Stadium, featured Calypsonians from the Stardom Calypso tent and the Shoda Mascap tent. However, when the event came to a close, the semi-finalists consisted of The Bob, Buple, Lugas, Hunter, Young Bull, Comforter, Alicia, Jamabi, and Lady Star. Newcomer The Professor certainly did not disappoint as he delivered a solid performance, propelling him to the semi-finals with his thought-provoking song titled God of Calypso Kingdom.
Since you get status in the arena, you start behaving like a massa. Calypso camp like slave plantation. Man work hard but get no compensation. Is who speak about equal rights and justice. Is who speak of freedom of speech. Your true colors now show, attacking Duncan Stowe, cause they critique your Calypso. That is why we have to say sorry, cause we did not know. Sorry, we hurt your ego. Now we are down on our knees. We begging you please. Why are you in competition? Is Daisu winning crowns? But we've been fools all along. You're the lord of the art form.
It seemed like a family affair as Joey Explosion Lloyd, his daughter Stingray, and son Black Diamond were all successful moving forward to the next round. Black Diamond performed his song titled Pat Me Down.
I was sick at home, couldn't go to college. Policewoman called with an urgent message about a young lady who had lost his cell phone. When it disappeared, Diamond was in the zone. She know damn well that I didn't do no wrong. Arrest me with no explanation. Maybe it's the man she have that can't turn she on, or maybe she just love the Black Diamond. So pat me down, Madam Officer.
Explosion performed his song titled In the Rise Again.
Next time, change is a must. Team Dominica has a new leader, full of courage and has no fear. A man who can represent, a man of good character. So I am confident one day we'll regain power and we will be strong again with our new captain. When the workers power, 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 hit the road again, once again.
And Stingray performed her song titled Abuse.
Moving around with a look in she eye, like every day she expect to die. She could be your scratch papa, or even your private doctor in this steady sim. This thing ain't no game. Thinking about her story, the sadness of her history, how he was so nice when it was time to entice.
Other semi-finalists include Daddy Chess, Observer, JD, Crisby, Superior Picky, Vigilante, and Caressa. The Calypso semi-finals is scheduled to take place on January 31st. Digicel Play will today, Monday, January 19th, launch the Tanya Green Show, a brand new television series featuring media mogul and seasoned television news anchor Tanya Green. Green is also the media operations manager of 767 News. The one-hour talk show, to be aired on Channel 3 from 9 p.m., is designed to be interactive and fun and will explore a wide range of topics pertinent to the Dominica audience. Green says this new show ties in with the company's vision of increasing local content on its network.
When I assumed the position of Media Operations Manager at Digicel Play, part of my mandate included the provision of local content. And over the past few months, we've been actively working on expanding our local content output. We are launching the Tanya Green Show as a means of providing an opportunity for Dominicans to view something fun and creative on television. The idea really is for the show to be fun and interactive, taking into consideration issues affecting the everyday man and woman in Dominica. Importantly, the show will be of a non-political nature, and we will embrace a wide array of topics of great interest to the public. Of course, we want to embrace ideas and suggestions from you, the public, as the show develops, all in the interest of giving a broad perspective, a broad representation of issues in Dominica. Our aim is to deliver a quality product. I invite all to support the show and spread the great news with your friends and family.
The launch of the Tanya Green Show is one of several new programs in the lineup to be launched on Digicel Play TV. The Tanya Green Show will be aired every other Monday and will be repeated during the local programming schedule. This show will also be streamed via the 767 Media YouTube channel. Digicel Play, for those of us who are unfamiliar, is formerly SAT Telecoms Limited. That's all for local news. The latest in sports news is coming up next with Larry, so stay tuned. Talk like you've never heard it before. The Tanya Green Show comes to your screen January 19th, 2015. Lifestyle, entertainment, arts, culture, and people. It's all on the Tanya Green Show. Join us every Monday as we sit, laugh, talk, explore, and discover. January 19th on 767 Local Channel 3 on Digicel Play TV.
Good evening and welcome to 767 Sports. In tonight's coverage, we begin with cricket. The 2015 United Insurance Secondary Schools Under-20 Cricket Championship, organized by the Sports Division, bowled off on Friday at the Winter Park Sports Stadium. United Insurance has been partnering with the Sports Division for a number of years in bringing this championship to the schools. Sports coordinator Trevor Shillingford said one of their flagship programs aiding the development of cricket on the island is a cricket coaching caravan, molding a number of young cricketers who move on to represent their schools.
To develop your sport, we are aware that we from the Sports Division, we need to provide you with that support. But there are also other stakeholders that are responsible for providing with that support. And we have with us United Insurance, our sponsor, for, I can safely say, pretty close to 30 years. And boys, we must show appreciation to United Insurance during this competition.
He advises students to remain focused in the sport of cricket, as it can prove to be a very rewarding career. Shillingford is also advising the relevant authorities of the secondary schools to ensure that they provide students with the opportunities to play sports. Meanwhile, Nigel Shillingford, representative of United Insurance and Company Limited, said the company is proud to be a part of the Cricket Championship.
Discipline, honesty, hard work, dedication. These are tools in your life that will open every door that is closed to you. With the hard work, there is nothing you cannot achieve. With discipline, there is no task that is too hard. No endeavor is too long once you are focused at discipline and focused on reaching your goal. So I want you all to keep that in mind when you go on the field. because everything you learn on the field can be applied in your adult life. So this is not, it's not just sports, but the life lessons you learn on the field. You may not see it as that now, but the older you get and the more you encounter different people and different situations in your life, you will be able to reflect backward and see where you got the basis to be able to make the decisions, the type of decisions you make.
Shillingford reassured the players that United Insurance will continue to sponsor the program. The company annually sponsors the championship to the tune of $10,500, while $10,000 goes towards the general running of the competition. The winning school receives a cash prize of $500. In volleyball, the executive of the Dominica Amateur Volleyball Association, DAVA, was on Saturday re-elected to serve the association during their annual general meeting. Earlier today, I interviewed the association's public relations officer, Kieran George, who spoke about the executive. Hello viewers, right now we're here with Kieran George, who is the public relations officer of the Dominica Amateur Volleyball Association. He's here to tell us about the new executive of the association. What can you tell us about the new executive that was re-elected on Saturday during the annual general meeting?
Well, Larry, I'm not quite sure that we can call it a new executive. Just a little background information, first of all. There was a clause in our bylaws that says each executive term of office is only 2 years. We felt that that was not sufficient to lay any concrete groundwork for an executive. That was insufficient time to get any programs off and running in such a way that it would be long running and long standing. So in so doing, we took a decision to bring to the general body to ask them if we could keep our term of office or keep the terms of office for an executive in line with international bodies. That would be 4 years instead of 2. As you know, the FIFA and our governing body, FIVB, all of their terms of office for their governments are 4 years. So we decided to keep in line, as well as the other reasoning, as I said before, to bring it back to bring it up to 4 years as opposed to the 2. In so doing, we brought this motion to our general body on Saturday at our annual general meeting, and they proceeded to vote on it, and it was unanimously voted that each executive from now on will now have 4 years, a term of office of 4 years, as opposed to 2. Following that, we also asked them to vote on again if they would like the current committee to remain for the next 2 years, or would they like to have fresh general elections for a new committee. And again, they opted to continue with the committee that currently stands. That committee again reads President Mr. Albert Loblack, Vice President Mr. Jason Francis, our Secretary is Yvette Lindura, our Treasurer Mr. Rana Joseph, Assistant Treasurer Secretary is Yola Tuse, myself, I am the PRO Kieran George, and we also have 3 committee members, Mr. Ray Robinson, who is also the head of the Beach Volleyball Committee, and Brandon Henry and Adela Proctor are our committee members rounding out that pool.
Now give us an idea of some of the plans and objectives you all will be rolling out for 2015 as it relates to volleyball on the island.
Oh, well, we had a very elaborate planning session in December. It took about 8 to 9 hours that Saturday. We came up with a few plans for the new year. Definitely what we want to see is a program that we had intended to start last year, but we only had an opportunity to do it once, and we look forward to growing on that initiative, which is the Volleyball Kids Wheel. It is a grassroots program whereby we are going to involve kids, I believe, between the ages of 9 and 15. We're going to go out to all the different communities with national players and coaches, go out to the different communities on the island and work with the kids to initiate them and teach them about the sport of volleyball, so that the sport of volleyball has continuity on island.
In football, the draw for the qualifiers of the FIFA World Cup being held in Russia in 2018 took place in Miami last week, which included Dominica. Public Relations Officer of the Dominica Football Association, Gerald George, has more details.
Dominica has been drawn to play the British Virgin Islands in an away game in round 1, match 2 of the CONCACAF qualifiers. The return match will be played in Dominica.
The matches are expected to be played between March 23rd to 31st, 2015. The winner of this round will move on to play Canada in a home and an away basis in Group 2. Meanwhile, Petro Caribe, Point Michel, and LA Stars both recorded wins in the DFA's opening encounters of the Division 1 League on Thursday evening.
At the Pori playing field, Point Michel made good use of home advantage to record an emphatic 8-1 victory over Barfoot Ambassadors, with Casimir scored the first beaver trick for the season, with Shem Deluge getting a hat-trick. Rick Frampton scored 1. Daniel Ormond got the lone goal for Ambassadors. In the other match at the Buffett State playing field, LA Stars edged out Nemesis 1-0. Frankie Matthews scored for LA Stars. The league continues tonight with Cube Cheese Barbershop Buffett State taking on Trafalgar at the Buffett State playing field, while at the Dubla playing field it will be Itassi United versus Bombers. And on Saturday, RIC Kensborough will battle Wayne George Academy at the Buffett State playing field. These matches begin at 6 p.m.
In more football, the race to the Lime Premier League remained open, while defending champions in the Dominic Women's League gained 2 more points as action continued in the national leagues of the Dominica Football Association DFA over the weekend. Public Relations Officer of the DFA has more details.
We begin in the Lime Premier League on Saturday. We have Scotiabank of Buffett State with 2 goals from Kilson Benjamin, recorded a 2-0 victory over defending champions Northern Concrete and Steel Bombers at the Pori playing field. While at the Dubla playing field, the league leaders Exodus Football Club missed out on an opportunity to close in on the championship as they were held to a 1-1 draw by second place Saticos Office. Kelvin Walters scored for Exodus, with Eli Vigilance converting for Southeast.
On Sunday, Harlem United used all of their experience to get out of the relegation zone as they defeated bottom-place team Mao Soka Strikers 3-0 at the Dubla playing field.
Elmon Derrick, Donald J. scored for Harlem, and at the Pori playing field, Marcel Lamont scored in the second half as Dubla Football Club edged out Icons Football Club 1-0. Meanwhile, in the Dominic Women's League on Saturday, defending champions Green Bay Booty Runners were held to a 0-0 draw by lowly rated Southeast Stars at the Buffett State playing field. And in the Division 1 League on Friday, Ronaldo Riley scored a beaver trick to pilot Cube Cheese Barbershop Buffett State to a 4-2 win over Trafalgar. Denzel Riley scored both goals for Trafalgar, while at the Dubla playing field, Itassi United and Bombers played to a 1-0 draw. Brian Blas scored for Itassi, before Mario Bergin scoring for Bombers. On Saturday, RIC Kensborough and the Wayne George Academy also played to a 1-1 draw at the Buffett State playing field. Russell Bednow scored for Kensborough, while Kadim Alphonse scored for Wayne George Academy.
And on Sunday, Grandford Young Boys defeated Granville Renegades 5-3 at the Benjamin's Park in Portsmouth. And that's it for tonight's sportscast. Tune in again tomorrow for more sports news.
That was Larry with the latest in sports. Now for a recap of tonight's headlines. CSME into the classroom workshop to better position CARICOM students to play their part. Miss Teen Dominica officially launched. Organizers of the Princess Show appeals for more sponsors to come on board. And in sports, Under-20 Cricket Championship goes off. And that's all the time we have for now. Drop us an email at media@767news.dm. Friend us on Facebook and be sure to like our 767 News page. From all of us on the 767 News production team, I'm Alicia George. Thanks for watching. And remember to stay tuned right after the news for the weather report and after that for the Tanya Green Show. Have a wonderful evening.
Boom, Miss and it's my time to get on bad when I jam in at everybody. Come celebrate with me, but if you don't know me yet, don't worry, man, we go take a jam in a party. Yeah, put one hand in the air. 767 News.